How often do you find yourself regretting a heated response or wishing you'd handled a situation differently? We've all been there, caught in the heat of the moment, letting emotions dictate our actions. But what if there was a way to break free from this cycle? What if you could train your mind to respond with clarity and wisdom instead of reacting impulsively? The Stoics believed that the true measure of a person's strength lies not in controlling external events, but in mastering their inner world. Marcus Aurelius put it simply, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This timeless wisdom teaches us that between any stimulus and our response lies a space, and in that space is our power to choose how we act. In this video, we'll explore the art of responding over reacting, a practice that not only enhances your self-control, but transforms how you navigate life's challenges. From managing anger to handling criticism with grace, we'll uncover actionable strategies rooted in Stoic philosophy that empower you to approach every situation with calm, purpose, and intentionality. If you've ever felt like your emotions have gotten the better of you, this is your chance to reclaim control. So, watch the video till the end, like it and subscribe to the channel if you feel helped, and share it with others to help them as well. And the most important part, if this video truly helped you see the power of responding over reacting, let me know your transformation by typing the following in the comments section. I choose to respond and not react to people, things, and events today. Now let's dive into how you can train your mind to respond, not react, and in doing so, live with greater wisdom and resilience. Understanding react versus respond, the Stoic perspective. So often our stress and frustration arise not from what happens to us, but from how we react. A harsh comment, an unexpected delay, or even a small inconvenience can spark an instant emotional reaction, anger, worry, or regret. Yet Stoic philosophy reminds us that true strength lies in pausing, reflecting, and choosing how to respond. This subtle shift transforms our interactions and reshapes our inner world. To respond rather than react is to reclaim control. When faced with criticism, instead of lashing out or internalizing it, pause and ask yourself, can I learn something here? If not, why should I let it disturb my peace? In moments of frustration, like when a long line tests your patience, remind yourself, as Epictetus taught, that the event itself is neutral. The interpretation is yours to choose. This practice turns everyday annoyances into opportunities to cultivate patience and calm. The key lies in mindfulness, the ability to notice when emotions begin to stir and create space between impulse and action. I use this approach when interruptions occur during meetings or conversations. Rather than snapping or withdrawing, I take a breath, assess the situation, and respond calmly, ensuring that my actions reflect reason, not emotion. The Stoics also teach us to keep the bigger picture in mind. Marcus Aurelius urged himself to consider the transience of all things, a practice I employ when unexpected setbacks arise. This perspective helps dissolve immediate frustrations, replacing them with clarity and purpose. Choosing to respond rather than react isn't just about managing stress, and we'll soon see, it's about living virtuously with wisdom and composure. By practicing this daily, we not only enhance our peace of mind, but also cultivate a presence that inspires and uplifts those around us. Why responding over reacting matters in today's world. In exploring the Stoic principle of responding over reacting, we uncover a profound and practical truth. Our ability to pause and deliberate before acting is what sets us apart in an increasingly reactive world. The Stoics, whose insights remain strikingly relevant, remind us that mastery over our reactions is not merely a sign of self-control, but the foundation of a virtuous and effective life. In today's fast-paced, hyper-connected society, reactions often dominate our interactions. A terse email can spark defensiveness, a fleeting social media comment can ignite outrage, or a minor inconvenience can lead to disproportionate frustration. These knee-jerk responses, though instinctive, often create ripple effects, damaging relationships, clouding judgment, and compounding stress. The Stoics emphasized that responding, rather than reacting, allows us to reclaim agency over our emotions and choices. For example, when encountering provocation, instead of succumbing to anger, pause and ask, "Why am I giving into a state of mind that doesn't align with my well-being? Don't I know that already?" This single reflective moment can transform an escalating argument into an opportunity for understanding or de-escalation. I use this principle daily, whether in managing tense conversations or responding to unforeseen challenges, ensuring my actions reflect reason rather than impulse. The Stoic focus on reason and virtue provides a steady compass. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively on choosing reason over reaction in his Meditations. His wisdom applies perfectly to modern challenges, teaching us to act thoughtfully and align our responses with long-term values rather than transient emotions. When we choose response over reaction, we transcend fleeting impulses and engage with life more intentionally. It's a practice that fosters harmony in relationships, clarity in decision-making, and a sense of inner peace. In mastering this skill, we not only navigate the modern world with resilience, but also embody the timeless wisdom of Stoicism in our daily lives. Strategies for training the mind to respond. When faced with a triggering event, the Stoics teach us to pause, not to suppress emotions, but to understand and channel them constructively. This moment of reflection creates space to assess both the external situation and our internal response, enabling us to act with reason and alignment to our principles rather than being swept away by impulse. The practice of pausing is not avoidance, it is mastery. By observing our emotions without judgment, we gain clarity about their origins. Are they fueled by fear, pride, or misunderstanding? Acknowledging these forces allows us to determine whether they warrant influence over our actions. When I encounter moments of frustration, perhaps a delayed meeting or an unexpected criticism, I draw on this practice to temper my instinctive reaction. This habit ensures my actions are grounded in reason rather than fleeting irritation. The benefits of deliberately practicing rationality extend far beyond personal tranquility. Thoughtful responses enhance our relationships by demonstrating empathy and respect for others' perspectives. For instance, during disagreements, taking the time to understand someone's viewpoint fosters trust and opens the door to resolution. Similarly, in leadership, responding with calm deliberation inspires confidence and stability in those we guide. Stoic training requires consistency and intention, much like strengthening a muscle. Practices such as journaling emotions, reflecting on past interactions, or engaging in daily Stoic readings help to reinforce this mental discipline. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the need to align actions with virtue, urging himself to choose responses that reflected justice, wisdom, and courage. Through deliberate rationality, we train our minds to approach life's challenges with grace. By embracing this Stoic practice daily, we cultivate a mindset that is thoughtful, resilient, and deeply rooted in virtuous living. The power of self-awareness and the pause. The power of self-awareness and the Stoic pause form a transformative duo in navigating life's challenges with grace and rationality. Self-awareness, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, begins with introspection, observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This practice sharpens your understanding of what drives your reactions, whether they stem from fear, pride, or misunderstanding. For instance, when irritation bubbles up after an unexpected delay, self-awareness helps you recognize it as frustration with unmet expectations, not the delay itself. This understanding naturally paves the way to the Stoic pause, a profound yet simple strategy. Marcus Aurelius reflected on the power of the space between stimulus and response, emphasizing that within this pause lies the opportunity to act virtuously. Cultivating this pause allows us to detach momentarily from impulsive emotions and regain control over our actions. In my daily life, this might look like taking a deep breath before responding to a critical email or pausing briefly during a tense conversation to ensure my words align with reason and respect. The pause also provides an opening for reframing, a practice central to Stoic resilience. This technique involves consciously shifting your perspective on a situation to see it through the lens of growth and opportunity rather than loss or frustration. For example, instead of viewing criticism as a personal affront, reframing allows me to see it as constructive feedback, an invaluable tool for improvement. These practices are not abstract ideals, but actionable habits that bring Stoicism into daily life. The power of self-awareness ensures that we catch emotional reactions before they spiral, while the pause creates space for deliberate, reasoned responses. Together, they enable us to align our actions with our values, fostering inner peace and turning challenges into opportunities to practice wisdom and resilience. Reframing perspectives and focusing on what we can control. The Stoics emphasized reframing perspectives and focusing on what we can control as a pathway to inner peace and effective living. This practice teaches us to wisely allocate our mental and emotional energy, directing it toward our own thoughts and actions, areas fully within our control, while releasing the need to dominate external events, which remain inherently unpredictable. When applied daily, this mindset transforms not just our interactions, but our overall approach to life. Reframing perspectives begins with a conscious decision to view challenges through a lens of opportunity rather than adversity. For example, instead of seeing an unexpected obstacle as a source of frustration, I might reinterpret it as a chance to practice patience or develop resilience. This shift doesn't ignore the difficulty of the situation. Rather, it empowers me to engage with it constructively. This reframing aligns with the Stoic belief that it is not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. Complementing this is the disciplined focus on what is within our power. Marcus Aurelius advised reflecting on whether the issue at hand depends on our choices or lies outside our influence. If I cannot control the traffic that makes me late, I can still control my response, choosing calm over agitation. This redirection of focus restores autonomy, reminding me that I govern my own mind. Daily reflection is a crucial practice in honing this perspective. By assessing my actions and reactions at the end of the day, I celebrate successes in applying Stoic principles and learn from moments where I allowed external forces to disrupt my tranquility. This iterative process fosters growth, ensuring that each day is a step closer to living in alignment with virtue. Through the combined practices of reframing and focusing on what we can control, we engage with the world from a place of strength and clarity. This approach empowers us to respond to life's uncertainties with grace, demonstrating the wisdom and resilience central to Stoic philosophy. Mindfulness practices for a Stoic life. Mindfulness, as a practice, deeply complements the Stoic approach to life by fostering an acute awareness of the present moment. It involves observing thoughts, emotions, and sensations without attaching judgment, creating space to respond with wisdom and intention rather than being carried away by impulsive reactions. This deliberate engagement aligns seamlessly with the Stoic pursuit of living with clarity and purpose, firmly grounded in the here and now, the only moment where action is possible. One effective way to integrate mindfulness into a Stoic life is through breath meditation. By concentrating on the rhythm of the breath, observing each inhale and exhale, the mind learns to remain focused and to return to its point of attention when it inevitably strays. This exercise sharpens mental discipline, echoing the Stoic ideal of maintaining composure amid external distractions and internal turmoil. For instance, during moments of stress or uncertainty, I often return to my breath, anchoring myself in calm awareness, ready to respond thoughtfully. Mindful observation is another potent practice, transforming everyday activities into moments of presence. Whether I am walking, eating, or completing a routine task, I strive to immerse myself fully, noticing the details of the experience without distraction. This deep engagement not only enriches the task itself, but strengthens my ability to approach all of life's challenges with undivided focus and intention. A practice that Stoics would admire as living in accordance with nature. Body scan meditation, which involves mentally focusing on different parts of the body, allows for a deeper awareness of physical sensations and emotions. By recognizing and releasing tension, I remind myself, as the Stoics did, that the body's experiences are fleeting and should not dominate the rational mind. This cultivated detachment helps me maintain balance and perspective in situations that could otherwise feel overwhelming. In interactions with others, mindfulness takes the form of attentive listening and non-judgmental observation. When engaging in conversations, I strive to remain fully present, tuning into the other person's words and emotions. This mindful presence fosters mutual understanding and strengthens relationships, reflecting the Stoic emphasis on empathy and recognizing the shared rationality of all individuals. By incorporating these mindfulness practices into daily life, I follow the path of the Stoics, embracing clarity, resilience, and tranquility. Mindfulness not only enhances self-awareness, but also equips us to navigate life's complexities with wisdom and grace, embodying the virtues of a Stoic life in every thought, word, and action. Implementing response over reaction in daily life. Let's shift our focus toward implementing the Stoic practice of responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively, embedding this principle into the fabric of daily life. This practice doesn't demand the suppression of natural reflexes, but rather encourages a deeper engagement with life, guided by rationality and aligned with the Stoic ideal of deliberate action. In moments of tension or unexpected challenges, whether it's a disagreement at work, a sudden criticism, or an unforeseen setback, the instinctive reaction might be driven by frustration, anger, or defensiveness. Yet, this is precisely when the Stoic principle of response over reaction proves invaluable. The pause, however brief, offers a gateway to reflection. Asking, what is within my control here and what aligns with my values, shifts focus from the external provocation to the internal process, fostering clarity and intentionality. This approach is not about denying emotions, but about understanding and directing them. Emotions, in the Stoic view, are natural signals, but how we act on them is within our control. For instance, when faced with an upsetting email, instead of drafting an immediate, reactive reply, taking a few minutes or even hours allows space for rationality to guide the response. This practice turns moments of potential conflict into opportunities for thoughtful engagement. On a broader scale, responding overreacting can influence how we manage recurring stresses. For example, when encountering delays or setbacks, rather than succumbing to impatience, one can reframe the experience as a test of patience and resilience. This shift in perspective transforms the situation into a moment of growth, deepening our capacity to remain centered. Every time we pause, reflect, and choose a measured response, we strengthen our ability to navigate life's challenges with composure and integrity. Through consistent application, this Stoic practice becomes second nature, fostering not only inner peace, but also more meaningful and harmonious interactions. Practical tips for cultivating a responsive lifestyle. To cultivate a responsive lifestyle rooted in Stoic principles, it's essential to infuse daily routines with practices that reinforce mindfulness, intentionality, and rational reflection. This isn't a superficial exercise, but a way to align your actions with Stoic ideals of virtue and wisdom, ensuring that thoughtful responses become second nature. Begin each day with a moment of reflection, setting intentions for how you will approach challenges and interactions. This might involve mentally rehearsing situations where you anticipate difficulties and preemptively deciding how to respond with patience, kindness, and reason. A simple affirmation, "Today, I will act with integrity and focus on what is within my control," can set the tone for the day. Throughout the day, engage in micro-practices of mindfulness to stay grounded. Whether it's a short pause before replying to a tense email or a deep breath during a hectic moment, these small acts can help maintain clarity. By training your mind to respond rather than react, you cultivate a sense of calm that radiates outward, improving not just your peace of mind, but the quality of your interactions. Journaling at the end of the day offers a powerful tool for reflection and growth. By revisiting the moments where you succeeded in responding thoughtfully and those where you fell into reactivity, you gain valuable insights into your patterns and triggers. This isn't about self-criticism, but about identifying areas for growth and celebrating progress, however small. A commitment to continuous learning anchors this practice. Each day presents new opportunities to refine your responses, turning missteps into lessons and challenges into tests of virtue. Over time, these consistent efforts reshape your mindset, ensuring that responding with intention becomes your default. By embedding these practices into daily life, you're not merely reducing stress or managing conflicts. You're cultivating a responsive lifestyle that embodies the Stoic pursuit of virtue and wisdom, allowing you to live with purpose, poise, and unwavering intentionality. Every day presents us with countless opportunities to choose. Will you react impulsively or respond with intention? The Stoics remind us that our power lies not in controlling what happens to us, but in how we respond to it. This choice, though subtle, can transform your life. By embracing the Stoic principles of pausing, reframing, and focusing on what you can control, you not only reduce stress, but also cultivate a profound sense of inner peace and self-respect. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When you choose to respond with clarity and virtue, you elevate not only your own well-being, but also the quality of your relationships and interactions. As you go about your day, remember, every challenge, annoyance, or provocation is an opportunity to practice this skill. Pause, reflect, respond. It won't always be easy, but with each deliberate choice, you strengthen the muscle of your mind, turning thoughtful responses into second nature. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. Let's strive to live better, more respectful lives. Until next time, stay strong and stay stoic.